In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use Agile CRM. So I'll go over all of Agile CRM's features and how you can use them. So Agile CRM is one of the best CRMs around for larger companies, in my opinion. Now it's also great for smaller companies because, as you can see, it's completely free to use for up to 10 users. So Agile CRM has one of the best free plans that I have seen on any CRM, where you get 10 users for free with 50,000 contacts and companies, custom data fields, email integrations, and quite a lot more. Now to get started, just go and enter your email address right here on agilecrm.com and then click try for free. After doing that, you can choose what you want your domain to be, so for example your company name.crm.com. Then also enter your full name, password, and verify you are not a robot, and then just gonna click sign up. Then after doing that, you can choose a plan that you want to get started with. So they have free, starter, regular, and enterprise. I'll just start with the free plan, and then here you can enter the amount of users that will be using the CRM. For this example, I'll keep it to 1, but you can always invite more later. Then for your role, you can just choose whichever one of these is most applicable to you. For example, I'll say sales manager, and then for the company type, you can choose one of these. If it's not in here, you can always go with other, but I'll go with a marketing agency. Then here, just enter your phone number, and then click on let's go. After doing that, you can go to schedule in a demo, but I'll skip that for now. After doing that, you will see your colleagues are invited, and you can just click invite colleagues, and then here you can enter their email addresses in order to invite them to the CRM. Now you can add more by clicking add user and then just add their email and then click invite, and they will then get an email where they are invited to the CRM. Now from within the dashboard right here, you can see currently we are in the sales dashboard. So you can see your revenue, deals, calls, tasks, any activities done by you or other people, any tasks that need to be done, and here you have your calendar. Now this is just one dashboard. You can also have more by clicking on whatever it is right now. So usually it will be sales, then click manage dashboards, and they can even add another dashboard that you can then customize. Now what I recommend doing when you are first getting started is clicking on this icon right here. And from here there are 5 steps that you can take. So first you want to go and import any contacts that you already have. So just going to click import contacts, and then there are a few options right here. So you can import from a CSV file, you can import from Salesforce, or you can import from one of these other tools. You can even import from Stripe. So if you use Stripe as your payment processor, then you can also use that. So that's step number 1. Now, if you don't have an existing database of contacts, you can always add them yourself, and I'll show you how to do that. Then after that, they say set up email. So just going to click set up email, and then here choose whether you are using Gmail, IMAP, or Office 365. Now personally, I use Gmail, so then you can just click enable right there, and then it will redirect you. You can also go to your G Suite, and after doing that, you can then also send emails through your CRM, which is recommended. Then next up, you have publish your online calendar. And from here, you will already see your link. So if you click on it, you will see what it looks like. So you can see this is the standard one where you have 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour. And then they can pick a day and a time. Now to customize the days and times that you are available, you can go to business hours right here. Then here first just pick whichever days you are and aren't available. And then here just set your times. Then click save. Now next, you also want to go ahead and set up the meeting types that you want. So first for the location, you can choose in-person, phone, Skype, Google Hangouts, or wherever you want to do it. For example, I'll enter Zoom. And then for the types, you have these 3 that are standard. But for example, as an agency, you could have a discovery call, then a sales call, and an onboarding call. And then here you can set how long each of these takes. So for example, if a sales call takes, let's say 1 hour, they can just enter 1 hour, 0 minutes. And then onboarding, let's say that takes 30 minutes. Then you can also just go and enter that and then click save. Now, if you go into the advanced settings, you can also set a buffer time between meetings in minutes or hours, and you can choose a message that people will see. So that's your online calendar, and you can now start sharing your link right here. What you can also do is add a custom URL or add your scheduling onto your already existing site. So then they will help you with it, and basically you will get some code that you can then implement into your site. Now the final step here is to set up telephony, so you can click on it. And from here you can choose what you already use if you use any of these. For example, I use Twilio, so then I can click add right there. And then here just enter your account SID, then your token and your sender ID. You can also go into advanced settings and you can choose to record calls and enable SMS and then click validate. You can also go into the billing. You can also set up social right here. So there's quite a few things that you can actually do using Agile CRM. So you have Facebook, LinkedIn, Aweber, quite a few more things. You can set up your support through the CRM. You can go into billing. So if you use FreshBooks, if you use Stripe, Xero, QuickBooks, or any of these other ones, you can connect it. If you are an e-commerce company and you run your company on Shopify, you can also add that right here. And you can even add your own custom widget. Now I'll just quickly go through these sections in the left. So if you click on the 3 lines right here, you can see what each of it is. So you have your contacts. So to manually add in contacts, just go to the contact section. And from here in the top right, you can click add contact and then just enter their name and any other details that you want. And then click on save. And then they will be added as a contact. Now it's also going to open the contact, and right here you can kind of see how it works. So you have a timeline of the contact where I can see everything that everyone has done. For example, sent them an email or created the contact. You can also add notes to the contact. You can add an event such as a meeting. In tasks, you can set up tasks for your team members, for example, to book in an onboarding meeting with them and actually onboard them. Then you can set up your deals, so you can add a deal right here. Now, if you already have closed the deal, then you want to add it as an existing deal, but if it's a new one, just click add deal, enter the deal name and the deal value. Then the probability right here. And the milestone they are in, so new, prospect, proposal, won or lost. I'll say prospect. They can enter a close date, you can add a color to it, a deal source, etc. And I'm just going to click save. Now later you will see this in the pipeline, but I'll get into that in a second. Now here you also have your campaigns, so you can set up an email campaign, you have web stats, mail, documents, and tickets. And all of this you can add to the specific contact. Now next you have your companies right here, so this is pretty much the same. You can just go and add a company, and if you click on the test company, for example, you will see the phone numbers you have for them, you will have their address, and you can see the timeline and everything else right here. Then next you have your deals. So this is kind of the pipeline, and here you can see the one that I have just created. Now here you can see the deal value and the probability of it going to 1. Now for example, if they are a prospect right now, but you have sent them a proposal, they can just go and drag them over to proposal. Now what you can also do is customize the actual stages of the pipeline. For example, if you want to have a meeting booked section and meeting conducted, then you can just add that in as well. Now next you have your documents, so here you can just keep your company documents and everyone in your company can then view those right here. You also have an inbox for all of your emails. Then in the calendar section, this is where you have set up the calendar. And you can also choose your notifications here. So for example, if you want notification when a contact is created or something like that, you can just set that up. What you can also do is change the theme and layout of Agile CRM. So you can see if I click on these, it changes. And you can choose where you want the menu to be, so at the top or at the left. Then next you have all the activities. So this is pretty much everything that everyone is doing. You can also filter by a specific user, so then you can see what each user is doing. Then this is a pretty cool section. In reports, you can see all the reports for automations, deals, calls, and everything else. And then finally in automations, you can set up automations. For example, contact added, then you can click go right there. So when a contact is added, then you want to send them an email, wait for an hour, or whatever else you want to do right there. So that's how you can use Agile CRM. Now, if you have any questions, then you can simply go and contact their customer support by clicking on your profile picture in the top right, and then here just click help. And that will take you first to their database right here, but eventually you can also go and contact them if you want to do that. So at the top you have the contact us button, and then from here you can simply call them, you can send them an email, you can schedule a call or join a training workshop. So that concludes this Agile CRM tutorial. If this video was helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.